There will be interactive droids rolling around this land. I can stand by that.
Your attention, please.
What is shaking, everyone? Welcome back to episode 4 of the Saga Continues, where we are continuing to break down the Entertainment Weekly article that was released just a couple of weeks ago with all new details in regards to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. In today's video, we will be breaking down all of the interactive elements and features inside of Galaxy's Edge using the Play Disney Park app. So as you explore Galaxy's Edge and Blackspire Outpost, you will see many indicators of these interactive elements, and there are a lot of them. I mean, they didn't hold back on these interactive elements. Here is a quote from Anisha Disneydna, an assistant producer with Imagineering who helped develop these interactive elements. Since the first order arrived at Blackspire Outpost, they've started uploading a surveillance system to the door control panels to monitor what's going on in the outpost. Obviously, the Resistance may not want their actions to be tracked. They like to fly under the radar, so they're trying to fight back. Using the Play Disney Park apps, you will essentially be able to hack into these control panels and surveillance cameras by decoding a simple puzzle. Now, once you have decoded this puzzle, you will be able to deactivate to help the Resistance, or reactivate the cameras to help the First Order. Now this sounds an awful lot like Sorcerers of the Magic Kingdom over in Walt Disney World, and also over at Universal at the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. All those interactive elements where you can physically go up and interact using this app instead of a magic band or cards or a wand. You just use the app to interact with these. So it'll be interesting to see if there's actual a physical thing that we can see moving or physically happening. Whether it's a light flashing or the surveillance camera opening its lens, something of that nature to give us an indication that, hey, we have activated this or we have deactivated this. Now, the next feature of the Play Disney Park app involves Rise of the Resistance and Smuggler's Run, where both queue lines have interactive features and things that you can translate to further understand what's going on in your surroundings. From boxes in Smuggler's Run, you'll be able to translate to figure out what Hondo is shipping across the galaxy. And over at Rise of the Resistance, you'll be able to translate messages that are on the caves and on the walls to understand the backstory of these ruins and also to see what the Resistance might have in store for the First Order. Now, some of these messages might be encrypted, so you will have to complete a puzzle to activate them or to translate them. So it adds an extra little element, an extra little thing to pass the time while you are waiting in line for these long attractions. Here is a quote from Imagineering concept designer Casey Jing. As you walk through, there are amazing languages written on walls and carved into stone. You'll hear characters speaking in their native alien tongue. The Translate app is a way for you to actually understand what they're talking about. You can automatically hear audio or scan some of the written text. So this is telling me that the app will have almost a Shazam feature. So when you're walking through and you hear a language coming through the tunnels or through the cave, it'll be able to pick up on where you're at exactly and give you the translated version in audio form, not just a text form where you can scan or type in what it says in Aramesh. This will actually give you a audio response, and it'll translate it for you, much like Shazam or Google does for music. Now, just a quick little note, anywhere you see Aramesh, you can use the Play Disney Park apps to translate it to understand what's going on. The next feature of the Play Disney Park app is a tune-in feature, where you will be able to listen to communications from the Resistance, the First Order, and other local gangs. Here's another quote from Casey Jing. There's communications going through all the antennas that you see scattered about. To get an idea of what those transmissions are, you open your tuning tool and you can locate transmissions that are being passed back and forth. Sometimes between factions, sometimes just between villagers. So this seems really cool to me. Being able to drop in or eavesdrop on these communications and on these transmissions will further our understanding of what's going on and the battle that is essentially ensuing or about to ensue on Blackspire Outpost. The last feature of the Play Disney Park app is the ability to get hired and score points. You will get missions from Hondo, other villagers, and you can also interact with full-scale droids that are rolling around the land to get these missions. Now, some of these missions are in support of the First Order, and some are in support of the Resistance. Now, how you do these is completely up to you. You can complete these missions and help out whichever side that mission is for, or you can sabotage. You can sabotage a Resistance mission to help out the First Order. So you are essentially choosing sides. And the more missions you do for a particular side is your side that you're siding with. You're either with the Resistance or you're with the First Order. Now you can kind of help out the Resistance and then all of a sudden switch sides and go to the dark and go to the First Order. But that's all up to you using the Play Disney Park app. As I just hinted toward, this is essentially setting up a profile for you. So that way, every time you go back to Galaxy's Edge and Blackspire Outpost, it will know if you are a Resistance supporter or a First Order supporter. It's a way to be part of the Star Wars universe in more than just one trip. So you don't just go, you do everything, and that's it. You can go back and change your storyline. You might be a Resistance supporter the first time you go back, and now you're going to be a spy and help out the First Order. It's all a way to immerse yourselves, and Disney's really emphasizing on this, immersion, interaction. They want you to be part of the story, not just walking through it or experiencing it. They want you part of the Star Wars universe. So what is your opinion on these interactive elements? Do you like them? Do you not like them? Do you like the fact that it's on the Play Disney Park apps? Or are you someone like me that's never really played around with the app or used the app, but now I might be inclined to use the app to fully indulge myself or fully embrace this new land and this new interactive environment? So that's going to do it for this episode of the Saga Continues. If you haven't done so already, give this video a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell if you want to be notified when other videos like this or other park adventure videos are uploaded. And if you are at any of the Disney parks, tell Mickey and Minnie I say hi, and I will see you all a little later.